All right, so let's talk about medications. So I have quite a few bottles here. So I just wanted to talk through the medications that I take. Some of them are in relation or kind of directly treat Sjogren's or help to, and others are just based on other kind of conditions that I deal with. So I use this kind of weekly pill container in order to fill up all of my pills for the week. So I'm going to go through each one, and then at the end I'll show you what a full container looks like. I do have a couple that I already have in here, but I'll still go ahead and fill up for the rest of the week because this is something that I'm not too great on, to be totally honest. My husband usually helps me out a lot, which I'm super thankful for. So I'm trying to get better about starting the week with a full container so I can be set and good to go. So the first one to start off with is called mycophenolate, and it is a immunosuppressant. About maybe a year and a half ago, I was starting to have some symptoms that were starting to indicate that the Sjogren's may have been attacking my lungs. So this was prescribed originally by my pulmonologist just to essentially suppress the immune system, meaning so that it won't be as overactive, and also to slow down any effects that it could have on the lungs. So I take 3 pills in the morning and 3 pills at night. This next one is hydroxychloroquine, also taken due to Sjogren's, and it's meant to, again, it's not necessarily an immunosuppressant, but it does have the ability to where, again, Sjogren's can attack any organs, and for me, it's kind of preventative to kind of keep my heart in a good condition. I haven't had any heart symptoms or anything like that, so this one is a little bit more just preventative. This next one, methotrexate, is actually the newest medication that I've been taking, only for about 6 weeks or so. I'm actually going to do a video where I kind of dive into this one a little bit deeper, but this is a weekly medication that I also take 3 pills at night and 3 pills in the morning. This one is also an immunosuppressant, and it really has been helpful for my joints, any type of inflammatory arthritis that I had been experiencing, but more to come on this one. This next one is connected to the methotrexate. It's folic acid. Even though I have been having pretty good results with methotrexate, it does have the possibility of causing hair thinning. So oftentimes, especially women, we're familiar with folic acid because we take it during pregnancy. It's not as high of a dosage, but it is essentially the same. And then lastly, again, this one's kind of in relation to Sjogren's potentially affecting the lungs as well. So this is montelukast, and it's taken once a day at night. Again, just preventative and to keep the airways open. Just to back up, I didn't say the folic acid, it's once a day is what I'm taking right now. So these 5 are the medications that I take specifically related to Sjogren's. Sjogren's has also affected my blood vessels, which is an organ that it has affected. So I take pregabalin, and this helps a lot with numbness and tingling, specifically in my hands and feet. We've had to do a lot of dosage changing with this one. So now I take this 3 times a day, so essentially morning, afternoon, and night. So of course, with all medications, I've been working with my doctors just to kind of curate and find the right dosage for me. A treatment that I do is called plasmapheresis treatment, or short is PLEX. So this pill is actually a blood thinner. I definitely have to do a video about my experience and kind of how I initially got on this medication and the reason for it. But in order to get the PLEX treatment, I had to get a port kind of in my on the right side chest area, and unfortunately, about a month after having that surgery for the port, I did get a blood clot in my jugular vein. So as long as I have the support, I have to take Eliquis, which is a blood thinner, and I take this one morning and night, so twice a day also. Lastly, these are kind of just some other medications that I take. I had some blood work done and it showed that my vitamin D was low. So this is just kind of an additional vitamin D prescribed supplement just to kind of get an extra dose of vitamin D once a week is when I take this. And lastly, this last one, Synthroid. I've been on this medication since I was a teenager and first diagnosed with hypothyroidism. Not connected to Sjogren's at all, but it is something that I do have to continue to take pretty much long term. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna fill up my pill container and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, so here we have 1 week of the pills that I take. So overall, it's 9 different types of medication, and the maximum number of pills that I take in one day is 23 pills a day. Of course, there are some that are only weekly, so there's a few days where that number is a little bit less than that. But yeah, it's quite a few pills, and it can get annoying for sure, but I also know that it is helpful for me and kind of is what keeps me going. So I'll keep taking them. Again, it's been a process trying to curate this formula, this system of medication I have. It's required a lot of communication with my doctors. There's been a lot of trial and error. So this is kind of the set that I'm taking now. If this would have been a couple of months ago, the number would have been different and some of the medication would have been different. So I also understand that a couple of months from now, there may be changes. I'm always open to these changes because I want to make sure that, you know, I am giving my body, you know, the best treatment that I possibly can, even though there's no cure yet for Sjogren's. I try to do what I can in order to maintain a good level of health. So for me, I'm always open to trying out different medication and working with my doctors. If it doesn't work, we'll discontinue it and, you know, move on to something else. So overall, this is what a week of medications looks like for me. If there is any particular medications that you would like for me to go a little bit deeper about, let me know in the comments. My next video, I am going to be talking about the new medication that I'm taking, methotrexate, just because I did want to spotlight that one. But if there are any others, let me know. If not, see you next time.